Hello, introducing TitanSwitch. Still, this is part 3. It's a 10:15 in the evening. I toggle off the taskbar again. And now we try. Remember, we installed TitanSwitch. We installed version 7.5. We checked that it ran. I now installed version 8.0. Let's have a look at TitanSwitch. The computer has just restarted after installing version 8. TitanSwitch, welcome. Next. Current Titan version 8.0. Not in the repo. Copy files. Yes, please. And this is the way how we are going to build up our repository. So it copies each version. People who are concerned about their hard drive size, each version consumes something like 350 megabytes. So if you really want to copy 10 versions in there, you need 3 gigs. Yeah, but this is only a side note. I did not provide any means to remove any version from the repository, but you can do so very easy manually. If you go to Program Files, Avolites, which is much longer now, because this is everything which is installed with the versions. You go to TitanSwitch, and well, it's just easy. You have per version, you have one folder which holds all this stuff which belongs to the repo. And of course, you can easily just delete it. That's all you need to do in order to clean up your hard drive from TitanSwitch. Current version successfully copied. It will be available next time. Okay, we just try it, Cancel now, and let's say this is next time. Start TitanSwitch again. Next. Current version. And here we have the 2 versions which are in our repository. And version 8 is currently the active one. That's why it's grayed out and inactive here. So because of course it doesn't make sense to select an active version. So it would be switching from here to here. Yeah, so this is the approach. Exit TitanSwitch, yes. And we try Titan Simulator. And Titan 1. Should be a little bit quicker than version 7.5. Version 8 was a little bit quicker. And you see it's fixed now. It starts in English because I used my little tool to start in English. But still it takes a little time. I'll use the time to toggle the hard drive. Loading show, here we go. Again, we have our error here, failed to load show on startup. This is standard behavior after toggling versions, and there is nothing we could do about it. This is because the shutdown show is something like a compressed show, a binary show, and these binary shows will never load across versions. The same is true for auto saves. So it's a good idea to keep track of which version was used for which show. Okay, new show and try system. Voila, version 8.0. We can just close it and try our luck with TitanSwitch. Switch off the taskbar, it's just unnerving. TitanSwitch. Next. Currently we have version 8.0. And now we toggle back to version 7.5. Next. And this is a process of switching. It just copies the folders over and makes sure that the tokens and the personalities are kept in place. That's all. So it's nothing else than you could easily do manually with Windows Explorer, but of course it's quicker and easier if you just click some buttons. We will be done in a second, honestly. So copying ACN gateway. Honestly, it's a little bit more than only the ACN gateway. There are some other little bits of software which need to be shifted. But it doesn't take too long and we're done. So no reboot, no uninstall, reinstall, whatever. And now we start Titan Simulator again. And you see it here, it's still the old one. Titan 1. Again, version 7.5. Never use it if you have the chance to use something else. It just takes awfully long. License agreement, I agree, of course I do. Starting Titan. Waiting, 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 failed to load show again. This is normal. Go to System. Now at first we have to get rid of this menu. Now we can do System and version 7.5. Close Titan. And switch back again. Next we switch to, it's still running, okay, version 7.5. Let's have a look here. So next thing I will do, I will take a little longer break in the video and I will install all the next versions until version 10, so which is version 8.1, 9.0, 9.1 and finally 10.0. And when version 10.0 is finally installed and rebooted, of course I will be back with you. Yeah, and that's it. But I think you will have already understood how it works, and it's really, really, really easy. We are waiting for this little bugger here. Still waiting. Ah, the paint has dried, so we can switch to version 8. Select version 8, go to next and switch. Switching version is even quicker than version 7.5. It's shutting down. It's amazing, isn't it? Copying Titan Simulator. Again, this depends just from the speed of your hard drive. If I would have a quicker hard drive, this would be even quicker, but hey, it's okay. It's still okay. and here we go. Finish. And as promised before, I start to install version 8.1. After this, reboot version 9, reboot version 9.1, reboot version 10, and then I'll be back.